You can find us at BWSSpodcast.com and on Facebook at BWSS Podcast. This is because we said so. Let's start the show.
And now, recording from beautiful and sexy Miami, with your hosts, Seth and Laz and Research Lucas. It's because we said so.
All right, so that's right. This is because we said so. And we got Seth in mic 1. We got Laz in mic 2.
Nope.
We got Lucas in mic 3.
Hey.
With so did you take that down here in Miami? Just pull over on the side of the road? What's up with that?
We were actually driving together when I took that picture.
Oh, God. That was when you were just here?
Yeah.
Was that when you're on your date?
No, it's when we were going shopping, right?
Yeah.
We were driving to go shopping for our photo shoot.
Oh, that's all Bear Harbor.
Yeah,
the
for
bridge.
sure. Nice, okay. And we got Ron E.B. in mic 4.
Ronnie B in the building.
That's right. So you'll be hearing his 305 MIA track in between. Once again, something I produced for him like 10 years ago.
I love
that shit's fire. Actually, I remixed it and remastered it. I don't know, like 5-6 years ago.
Masters.
Yeah, right. Taylor Swift. They're available if you want them.
Nice.
You know, just contact at BWSS Podcast. So we hail from Miami, except for Lucas up in Pennsylvania, but the rest of us are recording here in Miami. And you can get our website, BWSSpodcast.com. All the links are there: Facebook, TikTok, whatever, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon.
It's not that hard, guys. Just fucking click it, bro.
It's there. If you want to contact us, it's contact at BWSS Podcast. Any thoughts on the show? What you like? What you didn't like? You know, how much Ricky's Valentine's sucks, you know, all that. All right, so we record everything on camera here at Arcane Studios. All the music is by The Unsilenced, and we release 2 shows a week. Monday or Tuesday is the week, generally in news, and so this is the episode where we just kind of chill. And so we're going to be here chilling with Ron E.B., episode number 57.
I'm ready.
That's right. So topics of today. So essentially, we're just going to be talking to Ron E.B. So he's a local businessman here. He's got his own little cafe. It's something he's been working on for quite some time now. And he's had his fair of trials and tribulations and everything like that with...
Definitely.
A whole bunch of stuff, to be honest with you.
Business in Miami, bro.
The business in Miami.
We had that thing with Ramazan. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think Ramazan stuff is probably a little bit more widespread than Miami, but I'm sure Miami has its own set of
what
difficulties.
You're doing, which got to get into it.
For sure.
Yes.
That is it, man. So his journey of where we met him, and we'll talk a little bit about before that too, of where we met him. We all worked together once again with Ramazan, at Gotham Steakhouse, and of course, Ricky, he worked with us there at the Fontaine Bleau. So, he's moved on some other stuff, and we're gonna go ahead and find out what's up with that. So, nice. Any questions out there before we get started? Anyone?
No.
Anyone? All right, so Ron E.B., man. First of all, it was freaking great working with you there, man. So you worked behind the line, and I was out front working in the restaurants, and when I was a server. Were you still there when I became a som? I think you had moved on. Were you? Okay.
No, I saw it.
So
it was always a good time, bro.
Yeah, man.
And
positive energy.
Ramazan said something in the other show that was amazing because he said it was one of the best teams that we ever worked at.
It's true.
And that Gotham team, back and front of the house, was the best.
Yep.
True.
Till now, I haven't worked anywhere better, been a part of a better
Before
team.
or after, bro? Big time.
The Gotham was the best.
We were crushing it.
Oh, dude, 500, 600 covers a night sometimes when it was really crazy.
Even on slow nights, we were doing 4 or 5.
Like, the team in general, bro, compared to anywhere else I worked in, I don't even work in the same industry anymore.
Sure.
Anywhere,
team,
yeah.
And you don't see that, even today in the chef culinary world, you'll hear 300 covers, and that's wow, dude, we were killing it back then, for real.
We were.
It was awesome.
And it was borderline seamless too.
Shout out to that Gotham team. Everybody,
Hell yeah, man.
You know who you are.
Svetlana, Misha, freaking, of course, Dara. Remember Gene, bro? Gene was the man,
Everybody
dude.
there.
Well, I kept in contact with him when I was up in Pennsylvania, because my family's up there. He was up there working at a restaurant. Me, Elena, and my mom went in for dinner, and it was him was there, it was just really, really freaking cool. You know, and it was just great to see him, you know, doing his thing. Gene, man. If you're gonna open a restaurant, the first person you call is Gene.
Gene,
100%,
man, bro.
You just call Gene, like, hilarious. Gene, this is what we're doing. Like, all right, we're gonna let's.
He makes shit fucking happen.
He does though. He really does.
Big time.
The dumbest little thing that would get on your nerves, you come in the next day and it's fixed.
That's your problem. That's it. That's what we'd be like. That's it. That's the problem.
That's it.
Gotcha.
I loved it because he was the guy that would take off his jacket. He was the manager that would take off his jacket. He's ready to do what he's got to do.
100%.
He was the man.
100%. So go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
You said you were gonna talk all day today. I thought I was gonna take a nap. You feel me? Like it's one of those days.
All right, so Ron EB. So it was great working with you. You know, and when you moved on, it was definitely a bummer because you're one of the people that we look forward to in the back of the house. You know, someone we could rap with, and you know. So rap with in certain senses and rap with in other sentences, as you guys will hear very, very shortly during our little break. So how long did you work there? You know, did you go to culinary school? Did you actually start, you know, just got a job at the bottom and worked your way up? How did that go?
No, actually, I did go to culinary school. I got into a restaurant that was like really, I got a lot of hands-on training, one-on-one by a really nice chef. And I actually, you know, you said something in the last podcast where you said that you kind of had to know somebody at the Fontaine Bleau.
Sure.
And for some reason, I got lucky. I just applied, and they called me for an interview. And
nice.
I went in, and that's it. They hired me, and then I think I worked there for like 3-4 years. Could have been 4 years. Yeah.
Sure.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
And it was definitely something that molded me to become, you know, what I am today. Like, honestly, being there working again with that amazing team, and then going through all that 600 covers, 500 covers.
It's funny because you just think like that's just the way it is, and you move on. You're like, damn, it's not like that at all.
You never see that again at all. Like you're like, oh, 200 covers. Like, we don't need nobody.
Do that by myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything you do after you left there is nothing.
It's nothing.
Like, that's all. Like, even with my training this week at the work, is like, I'm like, this is it. Like, I mean, like,
and even when you moved on to other establishments within the Fontaine Bleau, it just wasn't. It wasn't the same.
Other hotels, other establishments, like, you know, it's not the same.
I did it. I went to work at Vita when they were transferring over from Gotham to Strip Steak. So when they were like doing that whole build out, I worked at the other spot, and it was not like 200 covers. Everybody's like, oh, it's like, it was really nothing, you know, like. Bro. So totally different. And then when you worked at other restaurants in the industry on the beach or whatever, you know, they do 200-300 covers, and you're just like,
and they're crashing, you know,
they're crashing, yeah. Like, what's
and
going
they
on?
Stroke the shit out of your ego, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. I'm like, yo, I suck compared to some people. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right?
For
it's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah. So basically, the Fontaine Bleau was kind of like your first, like, you know, real, like, major, like, big time position in the culinary world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so when you left, what was your plan? Was your plan to open up your own place?
No, I mean, you know, actually, we didn't have that in plan at all. So let me tell you the story. It was kind of crazy.
Who's we?
Me and my wife.
Okay.
Which I met at the Fontaine Bleau. She was my girlfriend.
That's
at the
where
time,
I met Elena.
See?
So yeah, man.
Fontaine Bleau, man. That's in our history.
Yeah,
bro.
that's it, man.
It made our legacies. Our little babies right now came from the Fontaine Bleau.
Yeah, right. Fucking A, man.
It's crazy
for sure.
But you know, so I started working. I got a job at a culinary school here in Miami that opened up, and I was the executive chef there for about 2 years. I helped mold the educational program there. Had students come in and teach them how to cook.
Oh, yeah.
And at the time, there's the building in downtown, and my wife was working at a sushi shop that was in the lobby of that building at the time. So, like, she does pastries and all that stuff, so she was talking to one of her coworkers. Her coworker's like, oh, check out that little office right there, and you can check out how to maybe sell your cakes or your pastries. You do a catalog or something. And you'll see the pictures. When we went in, there was like a broom closet. I don't know what this little closet space was, but it was like something tiny, nothing.
I mean, it was
walls.
on the did it have access to the road? Was it within another?
No, it's in the lobby of this building.
Okay.
So basically, you have to come into the building to access the cafe.
Sure. I mean, like an office building.
It's an office building, but the walkway, so the garage on First Street connects to West Flagler. So if you want to park, you have to walk through there to get to West Flagler and the people that are in the building. And it's a lot of office buildings around the area. So, so basically, we looked at the spot, and my wife and I were like, it would be really nice if we can open up a cafe here. We started talking about it. We went through the whole game plan. You said, you know what? Let's go for it. Forget it. If it doesn't work, I'm still working at the school. We'll see how it goes. Let's take the shot. That was 5 years ago today. Well, not today, but 5 years ago. And we're still there, rolling, man, rolling through. So,
did you have an idea? Like, did you already have it in your head, the type of stuff you wanted to offer and all that? Or was it like, we're going to do it, okay, now let's figure it out?
Yeah, it was more like that. In the beginning, we were like, we definitely need coffee, sandwiches. We're going to do breakfast. We're going to do this and that. And we started with little snacks and drinks, and every day we were like, as long as we can make this amount of sales, we're good. And every day we would make it, and more and more, and every year more. And then it kept just growing. And then everything bloomed. Then I started doing lunch specials, and we started doing dessert specials, and it just became a full-time thing. And,
Hell yeah.
thankfully we've been there rolling.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
been amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And now we're trying to move on to the next step, now with this whole digital world where you can have online stores and sell your products basically to anywhere you want in the world. We're trying to exploit that market next. Hopefully it works. We'll see what happens. But
so with, when you first opened up, do you have a lot more products now than you did then? How often do you change what you're offering, like from time to time? Obviously, I'm assuming you want to come up with like new offerings or new dishes, if you will, and stuff like that. How does that process work?
So yeah, the products definitely changed because now we know what we can do in the space, so we test those limits all the time. But what I do offer are lunch specials. So what I think is like when I'm bringing what I learned at the Fontaine Bleau and throughout my culinary career into this little window shop, people, they're like, how are you doing this back there? How can you bring this kind of food out here? Because they don't know the background. And once you do have that background, it becomes easier to be able to make it happen. So when you're giving people or customers that quality level of food, it makes a buzz around the area, and people are like, they love it. The feedback's just been amazing, and, and we're really happy
and it's a hard place to find. So when people come, they come.
Yeah, exactly. And then now all the buildings next door, the building in the building where we're at, everybody just comes all the time, and they go for our lunch specials. I always try to switch it up with something new. But we have our staple items, the coffee, the drinks, specialty, all the desserts. But again, my wife, she was one of the pastry chefs at the Fontaine Bleau.
Sure.
So she does a lot of really nice desserts that people are just like, how
the
are you
pictures,
guys here?
The pictures, the listeners, the viewers are going to see pictures of his offerings pop up and all, off and on during this. But I did look through them, and the desserts look delicious.
They're amazing.
You love sweets. Look at
I
Shout
know,
out
right?
to
his
her.
dick's hard right now.
Dude,
Look at it.
Wow, dude, it's true.
It's been an amazing ride. Her desserts are amazing. Shout out to my wife, Hey Wan Kwan.
Hell yeah.
The desserts she makes are phenomenal, which is what I want you guys to try now, actually.
Sure. All right, let's do it, man.
So this product right here, this is one of the products that we're trying to get out into the market that we were talking about. So we all are familiar with French macaroons, which
Correct.
is one of the staples that we have at the cafe. But, the whole world today is going in with the whole vegan movement, organic, that whole situation. So my wife has been working on this recipe for a while. She kind of been tweaking.
Did you bite already, dude? You have no patience.
I've been waiting
We were
since
gonna,
you said we had it,
We were
bro.
gonna bite like
He just
together.
said try it.
Do you like which
do you
one do
guys-
you want us to try first?
Nothing,
He's like, nah, fuck you guys. I'll be eating while
I
you
didn't
talk.
know it was gonna be like that.
I didn't know.
Man, it's all good. So
All right, I'm
listen,
gonna try the green one. Go
the
ahead.
green one is matcha green tea.
Okay.
The yellow one is yuzu.
Bro.
Now, the specialty about these macaroons. Go ahead, Big Seth. I know you want to say something.
This matcha, bro, the matcha flavor in there is freaking pimp, bro.
Bro,
You don't
thank you,
understand.
man. Thank you so much.
This
Bro, you
is
gotta
fucking
try. You know
delicious.
what?
I worked at a restaurant in DC called Sushi Nakazawa, which is, the second restaurant of a chef, Daisuke Nakazawa, who worked for Chef Iro, who's considered the greatest sushi chef on the planet.
Wow.
And we used to serve like real matcha, and we would in there whisking and shit like that. So I really got to know the matcha flavor.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's like in here, dude, with everything else is pretty awesome, man.
Nice, man. Thanks. The yuzu one you're gonna love because I know you guys know about that. You makes a lot of mixed drinks and whatever with yuzu.
Which
You're
one's the
gonna
yuzu?
love that
Yellow.
one. Yellow one.
Yellow.
So
Sorry, Lucas.
just
I was
to,
going to say that looks delicious.
No.
Sorry, Layla.
Oh,
I was about
man.
to. I was gonna save it for her, but fuck this.
No, you know what? I got an extra one here.
yeah, we're good. I got you.
Oh, fire.
I gotta tell you though. So this is the specialty of these macaroons. These are 100% vegan, no egg product, no dairy, 100% organic.
No, really?
And that's the secret to this French macaroon because French macaroons, you have to make them with egg whites.
Yeah, egg white. Yep.
So these are 100% dairy-free, gluten-free, and completely vegan.
Dude, that's amazing.
So that's what we're trying to
it
bring
has
to
like
the
all
market.
the flaky and crispiness
It has
and
everything,
the
right?
gooey.
I'm gonna tell you why. You know why I asked you. All right.
Yeah, is it crispy
flaky.
or whatever?
Yeah. So, one day Layla was like, "I want to try a macaroon." I'm like, "Sure, no problem. We'll find it." We went to the mall. You're gonna have these things when your daughter gets a little older, Seth. You're gonna see.
Sure.
And so we go to the mall. We go to this little like a kiosk in the mall, and they have like some kitchen somewhere, but they made the macaroons fresh every day. But they're expensive as fuck. It's like 3 for $60.
Of course.
So I'm like,
What
yeah.
do you what do you charge for these?
Okay, so the retail price would be about $3 per macaroon. So
Yeah,
it's
Okay.
not
that's
too
what it
bad.
costs. Something
Okay,
like that.
there you
yeah.
go.
That's the average
Yeah.
price.
So I'm like, yeah, well, I could do this we could do this like every once in a while, but then I'm not gonna say which hotel, but I was like, I'll just get you macaroons from work all the time. I don't give a fuck. They're just like, so then I brought her macaroons from work, and she's like, Dad. And she calls me Dada. She's like, Dada, this is not the same. And I'm just like, I know they freeze them. It doesn't taste good.
She hit you with the what are those?
Yeah, it was
What are
horrible, bro. And
those?
the place fucking closed in Aventura, and they were so delicious. I mean, they're expensive. You feel me? I get it, but
Yeah.
it's expensive for a reason because it's fucking delicious.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you make a good quality macaroon, people love it. I mean, seriously. So the thing about what makes these really, really special is the fact that they're 100% vegan because you won't find vegan desserts like this.
If
Like,
you wouldn't have
just don't.
told me that, dude, I'd have thought it was just any old macaroon.
Yeah, you see, that's the key right there. That's what's gonna make this product really special.
I like the.
What do you mean gonna make, dude? It
It's
already
already-
is.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Thanks.
So what's the shelf life?
The shelf life.
Because I know
honestly,
you're
like,
looking to find partners and stuff, and that's important.
Yeah. So the shelf life actually, if you put it in the freezer, can last months. Definitely
No, we don't want it
months.
frozen, bro.
But look, the reality is, if you have a good quality macaroon, even if it's frozen, it doesn't change the texture. These macaroons that you're tasting right now have been frozen. They thawed out
Okay.
earlier, so
Damn.
it doesn't affect it if it's done correctly. It doesn't matter if it's frozen or not. To be
This
honest,
raspberry?
that's it has mixed berry inside, so
Okay.
it's got a combination of different flavors.
That yuzu one is fire.
The yuzu one's amazing.
Dude, the yuzu one?
I love that one.
Delicious.
You already
love
eating
that
the pink one?
It's gone.
Oh, look at you! Look at you! He checked me.
You know me, bro. I love sweets,
He
man.
just checked me right now. Oh, how are you gonna start eating without us?
Oh, man, that's funny.
man, this is great.
Well, I kind of wanted to taste one to see if I could guess. And, I guess I haven't lost my touch that
I
much.
should have let you guess, but yeah, this is it right here. So this isn't the packaging. Obviously, I just brought this for samples.
Sure.
But we're gonna be definitely, hopefully, rolling these out to the
marketplace
marketplace and online, and hopefully we can make some partnerships happen.
Where do
here
you
in
make
Miami. Right now, we do them at the cafe. Everything's done at the cafe, and
So if you had to ramp up, have you done, cost analysis and all that?
100%. So we have everything ready if we needed to ramp up. We've already talked about it. If it does get to the point where it's getting crazy or whatever the case may be, we're gonna have to just get a warehouse and
Are you selling them just in the store for now?
Yeah, for now it's just in the store, straight up in the store, selling them to the public. We haven't done anything online or any partnerships yet.
So are you looking to possibly go direct to consumer, or are you thinking you'd much rather partner with a company who already goes direct to consumer?
Both.
Okay.
We want to do both. Yeah, like the goal is to get an online store where we can sell it directly to consumers that want, and then also create partnerships with other specialty stores or people that are providing specialty products and get it out there.
It'd be nice to open up your own little macaroon store.
Oh, nice. That's hopefully
so delicious.
They are so, dude. They taste just like macaroons.
And the thing is,
I'm not a sweets person, bro.
I know. Well, that's what's nice about them. They're not, macaroons aren't like super sweet. But what I'm impressed with is the matcha, the what was it, the yuzu and then the berry, like you get that flavor. Yeah. A lot of times you'll have macaroons that, this is coffee and this is is it really in there?
These are better than
just
the
add
ones
a different color.
The ones we used to get. These are better than those.
Yeah, these are good, man.
I appreciate that.
These are good.
They're great.
And we also do regular. You're gonna see in the photos. We also do regular macaroons that we have a variety of different flavors. We do cookies and cream, strawberry cheesecake, blueberry, dulce de leche, chocolate.
Damn, bro, you telling me this now?
You can hit us up on Tostada Cafe on Instagram. It'll be Tostada_Cafe. You can see all of our products there on Facebook. You'll find it anywhere you look. So basically just Tostada_Cafe. Now the cookie company that we're looking at, my son's name is Asher. So we're going to do a shout out.
That's a cool name.
Thanks, man. We're doing a shout out to his name. Where the name of the company that we're thinking of starting is going to be called Asher Cookie & Co. So that's what we want to, kind of make it more of like a upscale brand for cookies, because that's what macaroons are known to be. They're like the upscale, the bougie kind of situation.
Sure.
But we'll see. I
don't
know.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, so we'll see. Because my wife does everything. I told you she does cookies, regular cookies, macaroons, regular, a whole variety of different vegan desserts. You guys just have to come to the cafe. You'll see.
So something that we ask, the entrepreneurs on this show, it's always like the same few questions. What made you decide that you wanted to do that? And you kind of went through that. What was, some of your challenges that you didn't expect or you thought were just a little bit more challenging that you would have figured them to be or needed to be?
I mean, the most challenging part for us in the food industry is finding actually good employees. It sounds weird, but that's been a really challenging part, because when you have a product and people are expecting a certain quality or a certain product, as soon as you bring in employees, it kind of changes everything, and then that made business drop,
especially in the food industry.
It's tough. That's been one of the hardest hurdles to go over, because we've tried. Because the key is to be able to expand, is to get the employee to make your product, and then you
at
can
the
move
same
on.
level in which you make it.
Exactly, and
you give them everything they need, like all the tools.
Exactly.
You give them tools, recipes.
Yeah, but in cooking, it's different though, because for example, if I was gonna make like a box, I can say, listen, put this pop up, and the box is made. But when you're making a meal, it's not only the recipe, but it's also
timing,
the skill of the chef knowing how to make that recipe, like execute it correctly. So it's a lot more difficult to train the employees and to make it,
especially when they don't come from a culinary background like yours.
No, and then so that's why it's when you think about McDonald's and all these places that make it all the same, consistent everywhere across the board. It's a big shout out to them, man, because that's not easy, bro. It's not easy. That's hard. It's like the hardest thing to do. But especially when you're trying to do it at a high quality, those McDonald's, I guess it's easier or whatever. But when you're trying to do a high quality level of food, it's much harder.
It's a challenge.
You give them the training and everything. They just
No, it's not. Like, I'm not saying that it's not easy to get the employee with the training. The thing is, even with the training and everything, it's still one of the most difficult things. And then a lot of people can't handle that pressure either.
Okay.
You know, you guys have seen how many cooks come in and out of the kitchen?
Sure.
I mean, that's like the
big time.
biggest
We
turn.
Even like servers on the floor.
Yeah, you know what it is.
It's a
like,
high pressure situation.
it's a revolving door. Only the strong survive. In
Sure,
reality,
basically.
you know that. So,
If you think about it right now, the only people that lasted a long time was like us and a few other people.
it really. Remember when we were at Strip Steak? We were like, who are? We have a whole new crew. Like,
Yeah,
there only
that's
like
true.
3 or 4 people were there. That's it.
yeah.
So it's really the reality is that it's tough. It's not easy. That's the hardest hurdle, and also the licensing and the city. They're so annoying here. Oh my
yeah, we
god,
did say
they're
that,
so annoying.
Ramazan, he had a similar sentiment.
They are so annoying. Like anything you need, they come at you with this and that, and you're running around in circles. And then they're like, "Oh, but you should have done it that way." As a matter of fact, do it that way.
Yep.
After you finished everything the way they told you to do it the first time. You're like, what?
They come.
Like, it's
We
crazy.
had to do just a fuse box at our house, and they were like, "Oh, the pipe with the wires is supposed to be on the outside and not the inside." Knowing the inspector, I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
You had to pay the electrician more money to move it,
Yeah.
and you had to pay for the fucking permit. I understand. Like,
No,
I don't understand how the business part goes, but like everything is impossible.
So the business part will be that they told you to change the box and the everything. And then the guy comes back and he's like, "Nah, you know what? You should have done it the other way. You have to put it back to the top where it was."
Oh shit!
That's more how it is.
Good Lord.
In the restaurant business, is crazy.
Well, when Ramazan was here a couple weeks ago, he said, there's still a permit he's been waiting on for 2 years.
yeah.
And he's like, "I'm not going to get a lawyer." It's like they want you to have to get a lawyer. It's
Yeah,
like, why am I going to pay a
100%.
lawyer?
Yeah.
Sheesh. All right. So, I mean, and the last question, actually, let me follow up with that. So I guess you have a couple employees that you're really, solid, allow you to, or you're still kind of
No,
working
we
through.
did. So we did, but then when COVID hit, it really changed
Sure.
everything. So COVID really hit us hard, which is why during the COVID era of last year, I had to really find something new because we had to shut down. We had to close. Luckily for us, we were able to stay afloat and survive, and now
Sure.
we're reopened again. But when we were closed, I was like scrambling to figure out, and I ended up getting my real estate license from home because I needed something to do from the house.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so now I'm doing real estate on the side, and I don't want to just let that go because that's another big market that's kind of blowing up here in South Florida right now.
And it
So
probably
it's
can
a
help
big
the
thing.
business as well.
True.
So yeah, my wife is manning the cafe, especially, the sales aren't as what they were before. They're starting to get there now, but it's been a while. So right now I'm trying to focus on real estate and she's doing the cafe, but it looks like we're just going to move and focus all of our energy on the macaroon and the cookie business.
You should.
Because we really like that,
Yeah, you should.
We really do. We think that's a really solid product, and we think it's gonna do well.
Are you going to keep the cafe going?
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure, for
cool,
sure.
cool,
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
man. Hell yeah.
The cafe's not going anywhere. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're that's our baby, man.
That's awesome, man.
It is.
So the next step, ideally, like if you had like, this is what we would like to happen next. I mean, not naming any specific companies or any specific, entities to work for. Like, what would you ultimately like to see happen next?
So the next thing would be to create a couple of partnerships here in South Florida with some local businesses. Hopefully, they'll be enticed to buy our product and get it out there and put it on the shelves here in South Florida first,
Sure.
here in Miami,
Yeah.
That'll be the best case scenario. Get them on the shelves and stores, see how they do.
Yeah, but like just taste it.
Dude, vegan, are there vegan macaroons? I mean, they have to be out there somewhere. But I can't imagine they're this delicious because we'd know about them already.
They're hard to find, man.
Sure.
You'll find them, but I think from what I've seen so far, they're really only in the restaurant setting. That's it.
I'm not going to ask you what the secret ingredients or the secret sauce is.
Don't even say
So
it.
you don't have to worry about
I know-
that.
I
But
know
look, I can, like I told you, I can give you the recipe right now in writing.
You can't make
Yeah.
it.
and it won't
People
come
wouldn't
out
be able
the
to make-
same.
of course,
Yeah.
that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's
When I
true.
look at- for,
I'm with you on that.
For
It's
Noble,
funny.
they're like,
Dude,
yeah, we'll give you the
macaroons,
recipe.
bro.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to make
I
it.
used to watch Elena and I used to actually we still do, but it hasn't been on because of COVID. But Master Chef,
Oh yeah.
you know, with Chef Ramsay, and he
Love
did this
that.
macaroon one, and they'll put that on there, and like these people have to make it, but this guy just made him too freaking thick, and the object was you had to make 10 perfect macaroons, put them in a box. And he got so frustrated that they wouldn't freaking fit that he like slammed them in there, slammed the box closed, the box freaking exploded.
That's so funny.
You know, and you know when they're in the up, they're all getting like graded, like what happened, and this is delicious, you grow, and then you get to him, they're like, you could have just given us 8 macaroons, like it didn't have to be all that. But yeah, macaroons they're a tough one.
Yeah.
That's for
See,
sure.
that's one of the challenges right now that I'm going through is trying to find the right packaging for them to be able to fit and be nice, and they're not going to break during shipping, and they're not going to be crushed either. It's very difficult, to be honest with you.
I'm sure.
It's not an easy thing. So that's a little challenge that we're going through right now. But I think we'll figure it out.
You know how the packages get delivered.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
It'd be great if you could actually do delivery, like, dozen minimum, order, but we'll
That's-
deliver a dozen to you.
That's the exact plan. A dozen. That's exactly it. The minimum is a dozen right now, and
Doesn't
hopefully-
close by.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking to get a wooden box, to be honest.
So sign me up for a dozen for Elena's birthday.
I got you.
That's for
I got
sure.
you. Definitely.
On a
got
wooden
it.
box.
They're at the cafe now, right?
Yeah.
She
right.
can't watch this episode. So,
I got you, man.
all right. Well, anyway, we appreciate you being on the show. I mean,
thanks for having
we
me.
appreciate hearing the story. I think it's great that the two of you are able to just go after it and make it happen.
Thanks.
And dude, you got a freaking banging product, man. I gotta
appreciate
say.
it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So,
Really appreciate it.
rock on. Yeah, for sure. For
Thanks.
sure. All right. Well, with that being the case, we're going to take our first little break, and then we're going to come back with Lucas's weather. Laz has some beef.
I got the positive too.
Hey.
Oh, and well, you don't have to
A
tell us
positive
that, bro.
and a funny.
And a funny. Okay.
It's funny
okay.
positive. Yeah.
All right. And then Ron EB's got some beef. Lucas has beef update. So, and I actually have something for our news segment. Suck it.
Suck it.
Suck
I like
it.
that. It's funny.
So, that's what we're going to be rocking with. So after the beef, it's going to be
Suck it.
suck it. So,
You got too much time on your hands with your computer.
hilarious.
oh, dude, I need to make it just a little bit louder.
Bro,
actually.
is that your voice?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's
I put
hilarious,
effects
bro.
on
Like-
it.
like-
shit.
Like Laz says, he does everything.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's
So,
funny.
all right. So we're going to go, we'll have some updates. Laz's Corner of Positivity, and we'll see you guys. Yeah, I guess you can listen to 305 MIA by Ron E.D., produced by The Unsilenced.
I love it.
Boom. We'll see you guys in a few.
305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Boy, you know I'm getting money, man, it's time to eat. Counting Benjis up in these $1 million suites. Sipping Louis, blazing pound until I reach my peak. I'm on the way to getting money, yo, it's all I see. I wanna double up like I'm on a lucky streak. I'm the king, bitch, the one you must defeat. Me so high, ho, you always underneath. Champagne, Pontiac, riding down the street. White boy Jew, the one you wanna meet. Your girl praising me like as if I'm fucking Greek. Afghani, AK, leave you buried deep. Yup, 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Yeah, yo, for the low, I can get it cheap. Got them boats fully loaded in the night sea. I let you blow my dick, bitch, ass nicely. I like my chicks, big tits and feisty. I love my Spanish chicas cause they pussy spicy. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Yeah, yo, for the low, I can get it cheap. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Boy, you know I'm getting money, man, it's time to eat. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Yeah, yo, for the low, I can get it cheap. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. My flow is so damn
And George Bush was a cheerleader.
Which one?
The son.
You know
the
that's
other
the
one.
old one, bro.
George W.
The original George Bush is the man.
Yeah.
The devil.
So all right, so we're back, And I had forgotten to ask you previously. You had it wasn't like a break-in. What had happened at your cafe or the building or whatever?
Dude, this was all right. So we just started to reopen because of COVID, right?
Sure.
So thankfully, I had the little PPE or whatever PPP protection on the window to protect us and the customers. So this guy just rolls up into the building butt naked completely.
Were you guys there?
My wife was there, and like I was telling you, I was doing real estate. So at this time, I was at some like real estate venue looking at some building or whatever. So then my wife calls me, and she never calls me, especially she knows I'm busy. She called me 2 times, and she hangs up when I answer. So I'm like, hold on. I look at the cameras, and I was so shocked to see a fucking completely butt naked guy banging on the protective screen that I had. Like, I'm talking about everything flying around. He's in a fist fight with the maintenance guy. Thank God the maintenance guy was there.
That was it.
He's like, they're like going at it, but it's funny because if you think about it, the maintenance guy is trying to fight this guy that's completely butt naked and everything's flapping around, you know what I'm saying? So he's like trying to get close to him, but not, you know what I mean?
So how was your
funny.
day?
Yeah.
It was so funny to see this. So, but he's like, they're like, fighting. So the guy comes through and he's like, starts throwing everything off the countertop, throwing all of my wife's desserts, our iPad, like flinging everything, screaming, banging.
What
on
the hell
thing.
was wrong with him? Was he like high or?
So according to his aunt, she came to the cafe like a couple days later to apologize. She said that he wasn't on drugs or anything, that he just had like a mental breakdown. So I don't know what
maybe
happened.
he was missing medication.
But no, she said she said that the guy's a physical therapist, bro.
Oh, shit.
Can you believe that?
All right.
She said that he had a mental breakdown and he went into the broom closet, into the maintenance closet, took a mop, and that's what he was fighting for. He's like, I want my mop. I want my mop. And he started like in Spanish and he freaked out, bro. It was crazy.
A mop.
Yeah. And, we just don't know. Like, imagine if the maintenance guy wasn't there at the moment, what would have happened, with my wife being there alone. And I'm watching, so I'm watching this from like 50 miles away at some place on camera live from my footage. And I call my wife, and all she says to me is like, call 911, call 911. I'm like, what's going on? And she hangs up the phone. When you see the video, you'll hear it. It's crazy, bro. But it was. Are you able to pull it up?
I got it right here. Yep. Play.
He's butt naked. Look at him.
What zoomed in?
Me.
Yo, it's you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny as fuck.
Dude, that's fucking great.
I know my wife was in danger at the moment, so when I was
Sure.
watching, it wasn't that funny. But then after the fact, it's fucking hilarious.
I can see that.
I remember when you had posted this. I was like, what the hell?
Look.
Oh, what's that?
Wait, did he get someone's keys?
No, he took the guy's phone. He took the maintenance guy's phone. Look at my wife trying to hide her face.
God,
She's like, fuck this.
Dude.
Watch. It's gonna get crazy right now. Watch.
He's like, you can have my phone.
See, that was me calling right there. Like, what's going on?
Sure. Call the police, okay.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah, I'm like, you call the police.
Oh my God. Please.
What the fuck?
See, if I didn't have that shit.
What the fuck?
And he fucking dragged him out the front.
It's crazy, man.
Wow.
You never
Good
know what the
Lord.
hell's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Dong just swinging all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think it's
Penis
so fucking
dust
funny.
is flying everywhere.
Makes Seth feel
Fuck.
good about himself.
During COVID and shit. It was
I know,
fucking
right?
crazy.
What
It's the
ended up
worst
happening?
time. Wow.
Oh
Okay.
man. So, but imagine though, you guys have wives. So imagine seeing this shit from like fucking 50 miles away.
Sure.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm with
I was
you,
like
man.
helpless, like fuck.
What happened to the guy
dude.
eventually?
Dude, it took like almost 10 cops to wrestle him down. Because
Really?
actually the guy's like 6'5". He's not
Oh,
fucking
shit.
small. Yeah.
Wow.
So it took like 10 cops to wrestle him down, but they finally got him outside and they just took him.
Wow.
They
How
cracked it
much
and shit.
bleach did the guy maintenance guy need to wash himself off with?
Good
I
Lord.
don't know, man. He was
Quite a bit.
fucking, he was hilarious though.
But
He
did
was
they?
hilarious.
That's so great.
He got charged normal or whatever. Did he
No,
do
they
anything?
Baker acted him, so he didn't get charged like for any shit. He said that he lost his mind or whatever. So.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Obviously
Well,
he did.
I feel like everyone should get one,
I mean, obviously he's.
That means I
mentally-
still get one
Yeah,
one day.
right.
Yeah. All right, Lucas. So you ready over there?
Research Lucas.
I am.
The weather.
All right. So, Lucas, what do we have for the weather this week?
This week we have Canada again.
Canada. Okay.
There you
Canadian.
go.
Canada. Sure.
Yep. Laz's favorite place,
Okay.
Balls Creek.
Balls Creek. Balls Creek.
Got
Yeah, I
jokes
feel
today,
like he
huh?
spends a lot of time there. He likes to bathe in Balls Creek. He likes to drink Balls Creek for sure.
Bunch of fucking dicks.
All right. Balls Creek, Canada. Nice. Okay. So,
Starting off with
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, let's go Saturday.
Okay. Saturday, February 20th. High of 32, low of 20.
Ooh,
Ice
that's
cold.
cold.
Ice cold.
Snow showers.
Oh.
Chance
Okay.
of precipitation at 41%, with the winds coming out of the west at 16 miles per hour.
16. Okay.
What's a snow shower?
So it's
It's
kind of
like a-
snow, but you get some rain, spits of rain too.
No,
Cold
it's,
it's cold
it's
as fuck
imagine-
rain, nigga. Like, it's cold rain.
just imagine like a rain shower, but it's snowing. It's
So-
not storming. It's not flurries.
So just a bunch of snow. Okay.
Yeah.
Snow showers. Okay. So much for my fucking rain sound effect. All right. Next. I don't have. I mean, is there a snow one? Sounds like.
Dude, no, that's what I thought when I woke up that
Snow.
morning and I saw those giant snowflakes, that there was going to be an audible pop, 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 pop as it came down.
Okay. So anyway, Sunday.
Sunday, February 21st. High of 26, low of 18.
18. Good Lord.
Cloudy, with the chance of precipitation at 8%, with the winds coming out of the northwest at 15 miles per hour.
Okay. All right. Just a bunch of crunchy ice out there.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, what is this?
Yeah.
Monday, February 22nd. High of 31, low of 25.
Phew.
Partly cloudy, with
Ah.
the chances of precipitation at 24%. Winds coming out of the west at 9 miles per hour.
We'll add some wind. Why not?
Tuesday, February 23rd. High of 38, low of 29.
Oh, jeez.
Rain/snow showers.
Rain/snow. Okay. Now we're talking.
Chance of precipitation at 58%, with the winds coming out of the south-southwest at 10 miles per hour.
Okay. All right. Nice.
And round it off with Wednesday.
Where
February
is it
20
again? Laz's favorite place?
Balls
Balls deep?
Creek.
Balls deep, right? When your nuts in my chin collide. Do-do-do.
Damn.
Very disgusting people.
After watching that video,
Hold on, was it you that got that mixed up?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're
When
talking
your
about.
chin and my balls collide. But I think I fucked it up and said, when your balls and my chin.
oh, it's the other way around.
Yeah, I fucked it up.
man.
Like I was trying to be funny and I fucked it up.
Oh shit.
Well,
Let's go. Next day, bro. Next day. Let's move on.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
Wednesday, right? Okay.
Wednesday, February 24th.
We'll start fresh. Go ahead.
High of 36, low of 26. Snow showers. Chance of precipitation at 41%, with the winds coming out of the west at 13 miles per hour.
All right. We got it. Research Lucas.
the weather.
All right. So Ron EB, we're going to go ahead and start with your beef. So
What? You got beef?
So this is kind of a little bit of a crazy beef because it's something that's in the talks, but I can't say it's really happening. We don't know if it's going to happen.
it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Sure.
The fact that they're talking about it is what's making me have the beef because I feel like we shouldn't deal with this kind of thing here in America for anybody, no matter who the president is, no matter what the situation is.
Sure.
So there are talks that basically Florida, the Biden administration wants to kind of annex or cut off Florida from the rest of the United States, using COVID as a way to drive the fear into like accepting this kind of cutoff by saying, you know, Florida doesn't have COVID under control. The restrictions are relaxed. So we want, if anybody's going to fly into Florida or fly out, they have to quarantine, or we're just not going to let it happen at all. Again, these are just talks, but the fact that they're talking about it is kind of scary.
Lucas, can you go to World O Meters? Coronavirus, World O Meters, one word, coronavirus, and just look up where Florida stands right now.
I mean,
in the United States.
I look it up right now. I look it up a lot. So Florida in total stands in third place.
Sure.
But in the last month,
It's been dropping everywhere.
Yeah, it's been dropping everywhere.
Yeah.
So Florida's like about 13th in if you only put the last month into play.
I think honestly, it's not going to happen. They're not going to be able to annex fucking Florida.
You're right, and I hope that's the case.
But
But
what's
remember,
pissing me off about that is the only reason people are even talking about it is to get people riled up about it,
Yeah.
because it'll never happen.
You're right. All right, so you're right, but the fact that they're talking
Yeah,
about
it's
it is like,
bullshit.
why? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like,
I'm
and
with you. It's
especially,
just a waste of energy.
And the thing is, what makes me mad is that they're using Florida because of political situations. It's not because of COVID.
Florida is the most political state
Yeah,
here.
I know. It sucks to deal with that, to have
Yeah.
to, because for us, imagine talking about the macaroon business. Let's say that happened. That would crush us, you know,
Sure.
or anybody else doing business here. It sucks.
You're not going to have to worry about that.
I hope not.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's why I have beef.
Okay. Lucas,
What? You
I
got
mean,
beef?
Laz.
Yo,
What? You got beef?
I was telling you guys earlier, I had like a rough 2 weeks with family stuff.
Yep.
So we've all had deaths in family and whatever.
Sure.
So, you know, the people that you, like your funeral home people, funeral directors, stuff like that, you would expect them to be more compassionate or handle things a little bit more professionally in a certain way. They were very impersonal, bro. Like, it was like, you know, when you feel like you're just a number for the day.
Sure.
That's how I felt.
That's
Damn.
terrible, man.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
and this is like, are you guys done? It was just weird, man. It just didn't feel like a funeral that I've been to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
you're right. There's no excuse.
there's no
for that.
excuse for that.
That's
And this is
terrible.
what you're doing every day. So you should be a professional in
Yeah.
certain things. The way they're reading things at the burial site, the way they just dealt with everything, the people that were working at the funeral, like the what do you call it? The cemetery. It's just like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Do you want to shout anybody out there? Do you want to
don't
name
even know their names.
Oh, you're naming names.
Nah, there's a Deerfield funeral home. I don't know exactly what that's
Damn,
called.
bro.
But
Sorry
it's
you had
just
to go through that, bro. That's
Douchebag
tough.
funeral home.
douchebag, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, and it's like I said, I wasn't really close to my cousin's mother-in-law, but like, you know, like my cousin is like my older sister. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm there for her and her husband, which has always been like great to me since I've known them. They're a little old. They're like 10 years older than me, but like, I've known her husband for like 10, 15 years. And my cousin, like, I grew up with her. So, you know what I mean? Like, I was there for that. But it's just like, this shit was just sad. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
wrong with you people?
That
Yeah,
sucks.
that's terrible, man.
That sucks. Well, you know, I mean,
Just impersonal. Like, just not how shit goes, bro. Like, it is what it is.
it's not supposed to go.
It's
that
not,
way.
you know, you never like, when people come and say, oh, you've had a beautiful service or something, like, you know, it's not really like you say thank you because you're still sad, but it's
Yeah.
just like, that's it. Two
Yeah.
simple things. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck
You had a douchey service.
yeah,
mean,
do service, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's terrible, man.
no,
it
but
sucks, dude.
yeah, but it's fine. Whatever.
I can tell you, I remember, you know, when Lucas and I's father passed away, a really good friend of my father's, good friend of ours now, Woodrow, is one of the most prolific artists out there. You know, he gave me a ride, went to get something to eat or something like that. And he's like, you know, two things. Number one, the best part is there's nothing you could have done about it. You know, just go out and it happened and it went the way it was supposed to. And number two, the sucky part is the older you get, the more it's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's
Not
very,
looking
very,
forward to
very,
that.
very good pieces of advice, Mr. Woodrow, who doesn't watch the show, so fuck him. So,
I'm gonna call him tomorrow for you.
yeah, please do.
To watch this episode.
Just watch one.
Tell
Watch
him to
this
send me
clip.
a soliloquy on
Watch
why.
the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. So, Lucas, you had an update
What?
Yeah.
You got beef?
from last year's beef
Last year.
or last week's beef. Wow,
Damn.
pulling a Lucas.
Whoa.
What?
and-
You got beef?
From last
And you got beef with me going with the previous month or 2 months prior with my weather.
Sure, it's true.
All right, let me tell you guys a little tale of why I have beef.
Well, we know why you have beef because they didn't pick up your fucking couch for like 2 weeks. And last
Oh, yeah,
week,
I saw that again.
yeah. So we have a little update, you know, on whether or not they might have picked up the couch because it's been 2 weeks. You paid money; they're supposed to do it, and then the couch got snowed on. And it's been sitting on the curb for like 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks
Withered-
last week. It's like 3 weeks now.
Okay, withered and weathered.
They pulled up in the large trash truck, said nope, and drove off.
And this was twice, right? So this just happened again. And actually, we have an exclusive photo of that truck on that day next to the couch that they didn't pick up.
What was their reasoning?
They don't have them. It's not like they're like, we refuse to take this couch because of this,
Well,
and
the
this.
first time it was because it
They
was
just,
snowed in.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
like-
call? Did you call to get an update on that? Is it still snowed in?
No, it's still snowed in. It's still there. And unfortunately, I did not catch the trash truck to go drag it into the street.
You got
because I
a
woke
picture
up
of
too
them.
late.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, that was later.
Too late. All right. Well, I'm sorry about that. So, all right. Well, we're gonna move into our brand new segment.
Suck it.
Suck it. Suck it. So this is gonna be suck it, Ricky. Damn it, dude. It's always at the fucking end. Fuck you guys. So we were talking about Valentine's Day gifts last week. And he was like, it's a book. It's a book. It's a book. I'm sorry you want to give your wife a book. You know, meanwhile, his freaking Valentine's Day was fucking awful. And the one he quoted with the freaking bouquet and the dozen rose petals and the fucking champagne and the bubble bath and all that, it's because the guy fucked up when he was trying to get back with his girl. It wasn't just regular Valentine's Day. There's a thick book. So this is really, 1,000 ideas for bucket list stuff that you can do by yourself or with somebody else. It's like, it's a book. So we recorded that show and it didn't actually no one sees it until it gets released. It didn't get released till Thursday, 3 days before Valentine's Day. What does my wife get me? Our bucket list.
Oh, she didn't even know.
She didn't even know. It's a book that you fill out.
It's fire though,
Dude. So
I
she
don't
just happened to fucking get a bucket list book where you're supposed to fill in stuff that just happens to be stuff in my fucking bucket list book.
And Elena's a woman, right?
Yeah.
I remember the thing is like, oh, bro's not gonna
Hold
like
on,
that.
What?
No, I'm saying.
No,
because
what
that's
kind
Ricky
of question was that? What kind of question was that?
That was a weird
No,
question.
but he's saying
No,
like
because
she's a
real way-
woman
but-
and she
because-
fucking liked it.
And she liked it, and she liked it so much, and she didn't even hear about the show that she bought it for
Yeah.
for you guys.
So Ricky, Ricky.
Suck it.
He was like, "Oh, that's not a Valentine's Day." I feel like that's beautiful. Like
It is, dude.
like
How
100
serendipitously perfect is that?
100 things
it's
you guys
pretty
can
nice.
do
It's
together.
pretty
Like,
nice.
yeah.
And she
Pretty
got me
nice.
this too. This is kind of cool. So you'd think, oh, we got some chocolate hearts. No, it's fucking different flavored beef jerkies.
Oh.
Yeah. So we got root beer habanero,
Nice.
honey bourbon, whiskey maple, ghost pepper. Ooh.
Oh, spicy.
So Ricky,
Suck it.
Yo, that's awesome. Hey, that's awesome for real.
so all right. So that was our latest. That was our latest little bit there. Once again, suck it. So all right, just a couple updates. Nobody has asshole, right? Nobody has asshole. No one thinks they're an asshole. All right. No. So Myanmar is still protesting. In fact, they started putting military vehicles out on the streets, still protesting. Russia still protesting. You know, and then I watched the Free Britney movie. You guys should watch it. It's an hour and 15 minutes. Just really chronicles. It's on Hulu.
You love Britney.
Dude, I mean,
Free
fuck yeah,
Britney?
dude.
What's that?
So Britney, you got to watch the documentary. It's on Hulu, but like I said, you know, I watched it, and basically Britney has been under conservatorship for like 10 years. Her father is a conservator of her estate, meaning he can decide what to do with her money, but he's also, which is really fucked up, conservator for her person, meaning he can tell her what to do, what to eat, where to go, who to talk
You're talking
to.
about Britney Spears?
Britney Spears,
Yes.
man.
Oh.
It's been 10 years.
Oh, damn.
And there's
how
this
is
free-
why is that?
Good fucking question.
Well, there's,
She had a nervous breakdown, and somehow her father convinced her or convinced the judge to give him conservative. Remember, she shaved her head and this and that.
Yeah.
And they document. It's like it's in the documentary. And long story short, she was just, they wouldn't leave her the fuck alone. Paparazzi would not leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah,
Is that on
anybody
Netflix?
crazy though?
It's
yeah,
on
for
Hulu.
sure.
Hulu?
Hour and 15 minutes long.
So
It's fucking great.
He runs everything in
It
her
starts
life.
from like when she's a kid and how like all he cared about was how much money she was going to make, and not like, you know, what the deal was, and you know, and
About
like
his daughter.
He's just one of those, you know, type of situations. Recently, there was a court case in which the father, Jamie Spears, lost. And it was a situation where he was trying to. So what happened was the conservatorship of the estate was split into two companies. The bank is running one at half, and Jamie Spears runs another. This happened like a couple months ago. So recently, they had a court case. It was like a couple weeks ago or a week ago that he lost, where he was trying to regain control of everything. And the judge is like, no. That's before this documentary came out. Now this documentary came out. Like, how the fuck does he still have control of her person? Like, it's just ridiculous. And the judge refused to just relinquish the conservatorship. And based on the documentary, there's some piece of information that's not coming out that the defense lawyers for Britney don't have access to, that like there's some sort of information or something that happened or something that's keeping this thing going on, and nobody can figure out what it is.
So when you say he has it over her person, that means that he can tell her, "Oh, go do this show today." And she
Yeah,
has to
and
do
that's
it.
exactly what happened for the first like 6 years or so, 7 years ago. So she had the residency in freaking Las Vegas. So they did another one. And I think it was like her Evocate, some sort of other show that, Lucas, can you look this up?
Research Lucas.
It was Britney Spears' canceled show in Vegas, or canceled residency in Vegas. She's just like, they did it, they launched it. You know, all these people were out there, they're live broadcasting MTV, and here comes the freaking, she's rising out of the ground. She smiles and just walks off, gets in her freaking car, drives off, and she's announced, I'm not performing ever again until my father, loses conservatorship.
That's crazy.
That was last year, January 4th. Announces indefinite work hiatus, cancels Las Vegas residency.
What's the name of the show? Do you remember what it was? Did it say? But yeah, dude, she's like, I'm not doing it
Britney
anymore.
domination.
Domination. That's what it was. I said evocation, whatever. So yeah, man, that's what's up. So fucking hashtag free Britney. Like this is ridiculous, man. And
That's crazy,
the most
for real.
interesting thing about this, which is really poignant, this would have never happened to a guy, man. This never, ever would have happened to a guy.
How can you prevent that though? Even if you're a guy,
Dude, if some guy just loses it and he shaves his head and fucking,
Runs up
after,
on the
and then,
Café
just
naked.
loses it. Think of how many freaking guys out there do that shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I guess.
You don't hear about girls doing that really, but like, dude, it's just this is fucking bullshit, dude.
I think
So,
it's her dad.
I'm
though.
sure
He's
it
the
can
criminal
happen
behind
to
it.
a guy, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like in
He's-
this situation, 10 years and they still won't just let her run her own fucking life.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy.
That's crazy.
So, all right. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. Other than everyone's third favorite segment, it's going up in the ranks, bro. It's moving up. Laz's Corner Positivity over there.
All right,
Hey.
so you guys remember from last week, the girl who put the Gorilla Glue in
Yes,
her hair?
yeah.
man.
God.
Oh man, that
So
was crazy.
they started a GoFundMe page for her,
Go fund me for real.
but she just wanted like $1,500 to get like wigs and stuff. She ended up getting $20,000,
Okay, sure.
and she donated it to the Restore Foundation.
And the Restore Foundation was opened by her. No, I'm
No,
just
no,
kidding.
no,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
no.
I'm just kidding.
Basically, they help with people that need like reconstructive surgery.
Aw.
That's good, man. That's
Hell
actually really positive. That's nice, man. That's
So that's pretty cool because she could have just been like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna blow this money."
Yeah, for
And she
sure.
got a lot of stuff though. I mean, if you guys seen anything like on the news or on media and stuff
Did
like
Gorilla Glue send her anything?
I heard that she wanted to sue them.
that. Yeah, she tried to sue them. I think something
She
like that.
ruined it. She could have like sued them.
I mean, but
But how does she put that in her head? I mean, like, what happened?
because
I don't even like, what happened
it's
there? How did it start?
like the African American women, they like weave wise, they put like sometimes they use glue to put weave in or bond hair, like hair glue, not
Yeah.
like Gorilla Glue. So they were out of it, and she used the Gorilla Glue instead. And
To
just,
put weave
it
on
was a
her
spray
head.
Gorilla Glue.
yeah, spray Gorilla Glue on her head,
And
She used it as hairspray.
Bro, how can somebody do that though?
because
That's
they
so crazy.
That's the whole fucking thing, and that's why I said it was kind of
I
funny.
was, in her defense, there's not a lot of spray glue out there, so I could see how you'd be like, oh yeah,
I
this.
don't know, man. Gorilla glue, bro.
It's a couple positive. Like the doctor that ended up taking their hair out that created like some type of remedy for it. He did her procedure for free.
Created a remedy for it.
Yeah, he just like, cause they were like
He's like, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Nah, he was like a scientific genius. Supposedly, that's what they said.
Okay.
but literally, he's just a chemist that's a doctor and just created like he just looked at the ingredients in Gorilla Glue and just found a solvent for it, which is
That's
not-
cool.
Yeah.
But I think eventually it would have just came out, or was she?
It had been like 3 weeks.
It was like a month that
yeah,
never came
it was a
out.
long
Oh, it was
time.
like a
dude.
while.
Yeah.
Gorilla Glue is what they
Waited.
do
It's
to like
supposed to,
bond
like,
bumpers
yeah.
to your car, bro.
Yeah, and like fucking bricks and shit.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
That
that's
shit
for
wasn't
sure.
coming out.
that's crazy.
But at least you know what I mean. She's helping people.
Oh yeah, we'll take it, man. Good deal. All right, well, I guess that pretty much wraps this up. Any last minute thoughts out there, anyone?
I want to thank you guys, man, for inviting me on the show.
Hell yeah.
Really
Great guest,
time,
bro.
man.
Great
Yeah,
guest.
man, it was great having you.
Hopefully, I'll come back again.
Fuck
and,
yeah.
Thank you guys for supporting locally. I love that you guys bring local people on the show, and it's amazing. Really good stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff
man.
Coming in
here,
for those macarons, bro.
Hell
Thanks a
yeah.
lot. Thanks a lot,
So
guys. I
we
appreciate it.
got a lot of awesome feedback from local people, and it's nice because we get to revisit with people we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
It gives us a chance to catch up. So we got Alex coming back next week, and after that's going to be DJ L.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, so DJ L started her own CBD company, and from what she tells me, I save her for the show, so I didn't ask a lot of questions. But apparently she's got some chemical concoctions being cooked up that don't really exist. And they're going to offer, I don't know, I'm not going to get into it, but she's got some
Save her
really
for the show,
original
Seth.
shit going. She's got some original shit going. So,
nice.
all right, well, that's pretty much it. We got Seth in mic 1. We got Laz in mic 2. We got Lucas in mic 3. And we got Ron EB in mic 4. And we will see you guys next week. Boom.
Because we said so.
Because we said so.
Shit. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Yeah, yo, for the low, I can get it cheap. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Boy, you know I'm getting money, man, it's time to eat. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Yeah, yo, for the low, I can get it cheap. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. My flow is so damn hot, you need a icy. Already know that I'm reppin' it. MIA 305, best respected kid. 305 MIA, bitch, we never sleep. Yeah, yo, for the low, I can get it cheap. You already know that I'm reppin' it. MIA 305, best respected.